Spring is finally here, and June is actually still the most popular time of year for weddings, so I thought now would be the perfect time to do an unboxing and trying on of inexpensive wedding dresses. A few months ago, I did a poll asking what kind of videos you guys would like to see more of, and overwhelmingly you voted for wedding dress try-ons. So I made a little challenge for us today. We are going to be looking for dresses that are under $150. Now we're going to try 4 different shops. We're going to do Bride Lily, June Bridal, Royce Bridal, and then I thought we would try something off of Amazon because Amazon offers tons of inexpensive dresses and I've never tried any of them. So we're going to find this out together. So Bride Lily offers what looks like a lot of really inexpensive wedding dresses. I see some for $100, $180, $200, $270, $300. So you have a range on prices at Bride Lily, but I'm really trying to keep this on the lower end. I definitely understand what it's like to be a bride on a budget. If you haven't watched my previous video on trying on inexpensive bridal gowns, then you might not know that I threw my entire wedding and I paid for it all myself. So I definitely understand when you are looking for a bargain, but you also want it to be beautiful. There is a point at which you're saving so much money that things aren't nice anymore. So it's a fine line to walk, and I get it. Since we have a spending limit, nothing over 150, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the low to high filter on the prices on here and see what we can find. Their cheapest dress is $54. I'm gonna say this, at a certain point, it ceases to be a bridal gown and it's just a white dress. And when you get down into like the $50 range, a lot of dresses are just white dresses. They're not really, I mean, anything can be a bridal gown, obviously. The bridal gown is more the bride's choice, and then I just see a lot of shops and they have a white dress and they like, oh, bridal gown. No, it's just a cheap white dress. It's not a bridal gown. So definitely as you get into the cheaper end of things, you'll see that it's less glamorous gown and more just white dress. So I'm not gonna go as low as 50. I'm gonna up it just a little bit, but they do have a good selection right now as I'm looking at this. I see some pretty nice looking dresses for $66, $70. I'm gonna go with, okay, I'm gonna try to get some stuff that's unlike what I got last time. So the dress I'm gonna get is gorgeous high collar, 3/4 sleeve, lace up ball gown wedding dresses. It says it was originally over $200. Right now it's on sale for $75. So I'm gonna get this one. It's very sort of vintagey with long sleeves, almost like a Grace Kelly look. And I like that. I think that's something different than what we got last time. So I'm gonna get this one. You can custom size at Bride Lily, which they do not have my size, but if you custom size, there is an add-on. I think it looks like about $20 add-on. So I'm really looking to keep it inexpensive. I'm gonna go with the standard size and I'm just gonna get a size bigger than I normally wear. Their sizes run from size 2 to size 16 in US sizes. And then anything for a 14 to a 26, they're gonna charge you $20 extra. So keep all this in mind because it can affect your budget. You can add a garment bag, you can add rush shipping, but each of those things will cost you extra. It does look like shipping is free though, so that's good. That helps keep us in our budget. Royce Bridal is actually a shop that I've promoted on my blog, so I might use an affiliate link for my purchase, and then if I leave the link in the description, I might use an affiliate link, but I've never actually bought anything from there. So it's Royce Bridal and Lakshmi Gown. I don't know what the difference is, if it's a different brand that they carry, but they do offer both. I'm gonna put that low to high price filter on right away. It looks like their least inexpensive dress, as I'm looking at it, is $90. And again, when you're down in this shop, when you're down at the low end, these are really, to me, just look like white dresses. They don't look like proper bridal gowns. Again, the definition of a bridal gown is somewhat dependent on the person wearing it, but these definitely look like they cost less. They don't look like you're getting a bargain. They look like an inexpensive white dress. So I really want to get something that says bridal gown. And it looks like in order to do that, we're gonna have to go up toward the higher end of our budget. So the low end is $90. The highest end, from what I'm looking at right here, the most expensive dresses are about almost $900. There's only a few of those. They're really in the $500 to $600 range mostly, but they do have some more expensive gowns. Okay, the one I like the most, which keeps us in budget, is the Princess Wedding Gowns Lace Applique See-Through Back Bridal Dress. In the picture, it looks like it is white with some blush woven into it, and when I go to the color options, of course you get a multi is what the color says, so that makes me think that it's multicolored. You can custom size for free, which I'm going to, because again, their size chart does not include my size. They offer size 2 to size 22 as a standard size. Then you'll have to custom size. So this dress is $126. It looks like on here right now they have 100 pages of wedding dresses to choose from. The least expensive are about 90. The most expensive, there's one for 760. There's a couple for 600. There's one for 5. But most of them are about $300. So that's still a really good price for a wedding dress. So like the other sites, when I go to June Bridal and I sort from low price to high price, the very first page looks like the cheapest dress at this moment is $83. And it's just a basic white dress. You don't really, to me personally, seem to be getting into what I would call a bridal gown until you're over 100. They have plenty of dresses that are $99 and lower, but to me they just look like basic white dresses. They're not really bridal gowns. Great for a special occasion, but I really do think you need a little something more for your wedding. It's a matter of personal taste. I've noticed that a lot of the dresses that are under 100 are also very short because they're saving on materials. But they do have like, I'm at page 5 right now and we're still at just slightly over 100, so they do have a lot of inexpensive dresses. Okay, I am 10 pages in and the dresses are just now starting to get to 125 and they're still kind of basic. We're getting better, but they're still kind of basic. Okay, now yeah, once we get to about $123, then the dresses start getting more of what you would think of as a wedding gown rather than just a dress, a white dress. Okay, I found one that I like at June Bridal. This dress is called the Sleeveless Tulle Wedding Dress with Sash and Appliques. Really, this one is less about doing something different than about staying in our price range. So this dress at this moment is $147. There is a shipping fee of $4, but they give you a promo code for $5 off. So that saves me a little bit on shipping. I am going to custom size it. June Bridal has custom sizes for free, which is great because they don't have my size. Like the other shops, June Bridal seems to offer from size 2 to 26. I don't fall in that size. I'll have to custom size or I'll have to settle for a bigger size here. Overall, I mean, $150 is still a really good price for a dress. Hoping that it looks like the picture, it should be a good bargain. Last but not least, we are going to get an Amazon dress. Amazon has really opened up their marketplace to a lot of dress vendors. The difficult thing is that these vendors basically all use the exact same photo, so you don't know what you're getting. I have seen vendors on Amazon who have stolen customer photos from the original designer's shop or from somewhere on the internet and then posted it to their reviews. I know they're stolen because they've been posted in multiple shops across Amazon for the same item, but under different names and with different reviews. So they're stealing customer photos. I don't know if I mentioned this at some point. I went on AliExpress and found that one of the shops called Booma on AliExpress had stolen my photos of the Teo Tamatoshi Timeless Scarlet dress and posted it under a fake review in their shop. There's really not a whole lot that I can do about it. Just know that if I'm gonna do a review, I would tell you about it here. I'm not gonna review something I didn't buy or don't believe in, but they do steal customer photos and create fake reviews in addition to stealing designer photos. It happens. So you never really know with these kinds of shops what you're getting. The dress I'm gonna be getting, and this one I'm really gonna try. I see myself, when I do these, I see myself with a pattern on the styles that I like, and I really do try to get things that I think you guys would like as well. One thing I haven't tried on here is a mermaid dress because I'm very insecure about my pear shape, but there's one on Amazon here. The store is called Liked Page. That's its name. It's called Liked Page Women's Lace Mermaid Bridal Wedding Dresses. It's only $72.99. I'm gonna get it in ivory. It's a lace mermaid dress. They offer sizes 2 to 26 plus. The reviews look okay. It's got a lot of ratings. So that makes me feel like it's kind of safe to buy it. Okay, so we have bought our dresses. Each of them were under $150. I'm really excited for this. I hope they get here soon. I think I love doing these bridal gown try-ons just as much as you guys do. It's been about 6 weeks. All the dresses have arrived. The very first to arrive was the Amazon dress. It got here in just a few days. It was really quick shipping on that. The Royce Bridal and the Bride Lily dresses arrived in, I want to say, 3 to 4 weeks, probably closer to 4 weeks. And the June bridals was the last to arrive. It took about 6 weeks. So if you are a bride on a time constraint, that may be helpful for you to know which ones will get here quicker. I do want to note that I had a comment on one of my previous videos where the person was very upset and claimed that my video was, quote, all lies. I am a very honest person. And beyond that, I am thorough to the point of being kind of obsessive over telling you all the details of everything that I've bought. I almost think that it gets irritating sometimes because people are going like, who cares where the zipper is or how many buttons it has? Well, I care because I'm a very conscientious shopper and I try to present that in my videos. But the best I can do is present my own experience. So if I have a good experience, I'm gonna tell you about it. If I have a bad experience, I'm gonna tell you about it. And in this particular video, I had a great experience. I had no problems with the company. I loved the dress, it fit great, and that is exactly what I presented in my video. Now, I will say if you've had a bad experience with a company, I'm so sorry that that's happened to you, and you should definitely make your own video and put that side out there so that there is a balanced review of this company available to others who are going to shop there. But all I can do is put out my own experiences with each company as they arrive. We're going to go ahead and start opening these, and I will probably open and do a try on for each dress, which may mean this video is really long, but it is what it is, and then we'll probably discuss each one. So if you remember, the dress from Amazon was ivory. It was a mermaid style. Sorry for all the crinkling. Okay, so it has a lace-up corset back. It's not super lightweight feeling. It has some weight to it, which is nice. Makes it feel more like a bridal gown instead of a white dress. Also included is a sash. This is actually really nice. If you've ever watched Say Yes to the Dress, you know that the accessories can really make the dress. I want to show you that it's not just glued to the ribbon, they've done some stitching on the back. Okay, we're going to try this mermaid dress on. So here's the Amazon dress. I ordered this one size bigger than I wear. It actually fits pretty well, and that's mostly due to the fact that there's a corset backing so you can adjust. It does have that inside bra strap to help it stay up even though it's a strapless dress. I really like this belt. It actually looks great with the dress. The dress is lace with a satin underlayer, so it's a little slippery, not gonna lie, but it's actually very nice. At the bottom you have your lace layer, a satin layer on top of a lining layer, so it's actually quite a nice dress, and you have your little train that follows you here. I still can't tell what dress this is. Oh, okay, this must be the Bride Lily dress. I think this is the Bride Lily dress because it has long sleeves. This is very stiff, very stiff. I don't even know how you would get these wrinkles out. So here's the Bride Lily dress with the high collar and the long sleeves. The inside feels like it has a padded cup and corset boning that runs down. You have pearl buttons at the neckline and a corset back. You have a few layers of tulle here, but this layer of underskirt feels like a tarp. It's so stiff that it doesn't feel great. We'll see. We'll try it on. What can I say about Bride Lily? Okay. I actually like this style of dress because I think it's very vintage, very like Grace Kelly, and it has a really great vibe to it. But there are some areas where corners were cut on this dress, which, yeah, you know, make it less beautiful than it could be. You have 4 layers of tulle for the skirt, and then you have this lining layer. And this feels like cardboard. It is so stiff, and it feels very cheap. But then you have an extra lining layer underneath, which is nice. The bodice feels a bit stiff, like it's that same cardboard material, but it does fit very well. The sleeves and everything look nice, but here's an issue, is this is the collar, okay? I have it buttoned, and I have all this extra room on the collar. I would need to have all of this taken off for this dress to fit in the neck. You have a corset lace up here and a zipper right here, which is nice because then you can tighten this bodice and make it form-fitting. But here's another little area where they skipped something. This is a raw edge. As I was lacing it, this thing was fraying already, and I've only laced it just partially. So I can imagine if you're lacing for the wedding, it's going to be fraying. And again, this seems like an area where corners were cut that probably shouldn't have been, really didn't need to be. So overall, not a bad dress, actually quite pretty, but you would have to have some things done in tailoring and just a little adjustments. By the way, if you hear lots of chirpings and scratching sounds, we just hatched a batch of chicks and they're in the next room being incredibly noisy, which is day and night. They're just constantly making noise. So if it makes it onto the video, I'm sorry, but that's life on a farm. I don't even know how you would get through this many layers of tape without potentially cutting the dress. This is a little over the top here. Smells kind of bad, very chemically. This is the June bridal dress, I believe, that had the pink underneath. Yes. Okay, this is the June bridal dress. So it does have blush underneath, which is really great because that's what the picture looked like. So you have the white on the top and it's tulle and applique. You do have, this is quite cheap looking gross grain ribbon down the back, which is covering a zipper, which is not great. I'm not sure if this is a sash. And then there's a strapless bra inside to help hold it up. So let's try on the June bridal dress. June bridal's dress isn't bad. It fits fairly well. It's not bad. It was really difficult to get it zipped up by myself through all these bows, but I did get it. And this is the sash that has little snaps so that you can snap it on. The sash is not adjustable, which would be nice because I feel like it's a little tighter than the dress is. Let me just spin and show you the back. The bows here. And I think it is really nice that there is the pink underlay because that is what the picture shows. So you have a top layer with applique, and then you have this next layer which also has some applique, and these are tacked. They're tacked into the bottom layer. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of tulle, and then the pink satin underskirt, which is actually a double layer. So there's quite a bit of layering to this dress. I would still say you probably need a petticoat to really make it fill out, but it's not a bad dress. It actually is really nice. I can tell that the bra underneath is fitting tighter than the dress itself. There's quite a bit of room right here. So I would, if this were my actual wedding day, I would have to have this altered just a little bit because it is too big right back here. So this is the Royce Bridal, the Lakshmi gown, which is the same, I guess. Lakshmi and Royce Bridal are the same. And you have lots of layers of tulle, applique, some very nice stones on it, straps, crystal buttons down the back, and then at the waistline, it continues with a zipper. In my past experience with the wedding dresses, this stuff is almost impossible to get these creases out yourself. You will probably have to have it professionally done. I had zero luck using a steamer and trying to get this stuff out. It's delicate, but it's also tough, if that makes sense. And you'll probably have to have this one professionally steamed and shaped. Okay, let's try on the Royce bridal dress. It fits fairly well. I believe I custom sized this one and it does fit quite well. You have a top layer of tulle with applique on it. And then you have 2 more layers of tulle underneath, and then you have the lining. And again, for this dress, I would say if you wanted it to be really full, you would need a petticoat. And as I mentioned, you would probably have to steam out the creases in this border because it is stiffer than tulle and it's really difficult to get those creases out. So let me just show you the close-up. You can see the lace. There's lots of beading and rhinestones. Just for time's sake, I didn't button all the buttons all the way up the back, but these are really nice. And then there's the zipper here. This is a really gorgeous dress. This gown was more expensive. I believe this gown was the most expensive one that I ordered, and it is a nice dress. I don't know that it's actually nicer than any of these other dresses per se, but it is a nice dress and it does fit fairly well. So this is something I haven't done before, but let's rank these dresses. The number 1 dress, I'm gonna actually give to 2 dresses because the June bridal and the Royce bridal dresses were actually the nicest dresses of everything that I tried on. So those are both really good dresses and a great bargain. In second place, I would put the the Amazon dress. It's a really great dress. It was less than $100. It's well made, it fits well, it came with a sash, and it arrived within just like less than a week. That is a tremendous bargain. So that would be my second place dress. At the bottom is going to be Bride Lily. The quality wasn't as great. The price was pretty comparable to the other dresses, but they cut some corners on the quality, and I just wasn't as impressed with it. Even though I liked the style, it would have to have some tailoring. So yeah, still a good dress, but not my favorite. Final thoughts on all these dresses. I would say that price is not necessarily an indicator of quality. And I know that it's a risk when you buy online because you can't really see what you're getting until you've already paid for it. And then if you're on a time crunch, you might not have time to go find anything else. So I do get that it's kind of a risk to use some of these companies. I want to say that when I purchased these dresses, they were the price that I indicated. Some of them have since gone up. So I believe that these sites run sales on certain dresses, and that might be something that you just kind of keep an eye on so that you can find the dress you're looking for at a cheaper price. Thank you so much for joining me for this video today, guys. I love trying on these bridal gowns. It is so much fun. I've got a few more videos on the way that I think you're really going to love. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment if you have any questions. You can follow me on Instagram or you can follow me on my blog, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.